Howdy folks, Laxo here, and today we are going to be going over the shop. We have 1 day left on the main game server, so we're going to be going over the shop. I'm going to be talking about what you should and shouldn't be getting based upon where your progression is in the game. So if you're curious as to, hey Laxo, should I get this, this, or this, stay tuned. I'll cover it all. Alright, let's go ahead and hop right into it here. So me, myself, I'll probably do my 300 pulls. I'll probably get to 300 tomorrow, but that's tomorrow. For now, let's go ahead and check out the shop. So this is, first let's go ahead and go over a broad view of the shop, and then we'll go into details. So first things first, weapon. If you do not have Yoruichi's weapon, which I think everybody pretty much should have her weapon, if you did 300 pulls, you will definitely have her weapon. If you plan on using her, definitely get her weapon. Purple and gold is actually not a terrible idea because she is a good damage dealer. So, if you want to get her weapon, go right ahead. As far as your exclusive weapon choice pack, probably shouldn't get those, in my opinion, because you can get them for free. All you have to do is save up, and you can get them for free. Next up, SSR weapons, SSR shards, never, 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 don't ever get those. Orange war souls, don't get those. Do not get those. Emblem and tomes. These are actually not a bad idea. If you guys have just 10 shards lying around, or 10 extra candy bars lying around, event currency lying around, you want to get one of those, you really need one of them to level up your character, go right ahead. Next up, we're moving over to Awaken Essences. I really like Awaken Essences. Honestly, at my point in the game, Awaken Essences wouldn't be a bad idea, but I think I might just get some gift boxes, to be honest. Now let's talk about gift boxes. Gift boxes, if you're trying to min-max your initiative, this is what you want. You want to get some of these gift boxes. Not a bad idea at all. Especially if you haven't maxed all your characters. I think like what, 175 or something like that is the max initiative you can get for each character. Or at least in the base game, I think the max is 175. 185, 184, 174, something like that. Soul orbs, never get those ever. Soul stones, honestly, don't get those here unless you are desperate for them. I would say just save up through the game, do your dailies, attack squad boss, then after a while you can start leveling up your... Next up we have soulstone pouches. So the way soulstone pouches work is you always want to get the blue ones, because once again the blue ones are all the levels. Level 1 through level 99, you'll get all the soul stones. If they're purple, you don't really want to get the purple ones, because the purple ones are only max level, which is whatever level your account is currently. That's what level of soul stones you'll get. So if you're level 99, always look to get the blue ones, not the purple ones. Next up, gold. Never worry about gold. You'll get gold over time. Enhancement packs, if you're still working on characters, want to get some up, feel free to grab these. Not a terrible idea. And now we're looking at war souls. So the first war soul we're going to be looking at here is the White Rose war soul. I do like to suggest maybe one of each is probably not a bad idea. Honestly, all 4 of these war souls are pretty mid-tier. I think the gift bag war soul is decent. The donut war soul is decent, but overall the White Rose war soul, the Love Letter war soul, they're not the best. There are better options out there. So if you want to skip war souls, this event is not a bad time to skip war souls for sure. And of course, time tokens get time tokens. All right. Now, we're going to be talking about people that are new to this game. If you're brand new to this game, if you're less than, a few months into this game, let's talk about what you should get. Of course, if you want to work on Yoruichi, if you want to get her up, if you want to make her usable, get her weapon. Not a bad idea. As far as everything else, skip all this. Skip all this. Skip all this. Maybe get some awakenesses, but you don't really need those. Skip all this. Skip all the Warsals. Don't need those. Skip all the enhancement packs. You definitely don't need those. This is what you want if you're new to this game. If you're brand new, you probably want to dump everything into time tokens because there are a lot of solid characters that you can get early. Event characters, you know, we're talking Geen, we're talking Nell, we're talking all the event characters, legitimately pretty much all the event characters, except for maybe one or two. I have a tier list, actually. Join the Discord if you want to see my tier list. Yes, time tokens is where you want to go, for sure. So, once again, you can use Yoruichi. She's not terrible, but there are better options, and the way you get those better options is, of course, sync everything to time tokens. You take all your character shards that you got from the event, you dump those into time tokens, or you could just make sure you get Yoruichi as a character, just so you have her for initiative. Not a bad idea, and of course, you know, the Warsal as well. Next up, if you are kind of casually playing this game just for funsies, get her weapon. You can't go wrong with her weapon. Just have a little bit of fun. Get her weapon, try her out. Maybe you'll like her, maybe you won't. Of course, you know, Yoruichi in general is a fan favorite across the board of all, you know, Bleach games. So give her a shot and have a little bit of fun. Next up, what else should you get? If you don't have all the characters, I always suggest time tokens. Once again, all these Warsals, they're kind of mediocre. They're not really necessary. As you can see, I only have one of these and I only have one of these. I don't have either one of these because they're not mandatory. They're not that great. So I don't need them. I don't want them as of right now. I might get one. We'll see. Everything else is fair play. If you want to get something else, go right ahead. Now we're going to be talking about the vets, the people that are in my shoes, essentially. So, in my shoes, I don't really like Yoruichi too much. She is a decent unit. I actually do kind of want to use her. I have her at 5-star. I have her weapon at blue. I have her at prismatic blue too, so I have her leveled up pretty good. So, she is definitely a character I can use, but the only real game mode that I personally am thinking about is I'm thinking about World Championship. And a World Championship, if she's going to crack my top 42 characters that I'm going to be putting into teams, then I will use her. But she's not really quite cracked that top 42, so I'm most likely going to skip her. Most likely going to change her shards into time tokens and finish leveling up a couple other characters. But if you do want to use her, if you already have her pretty strong, you know, 6-star, 7-star, then finish her weapon off at gold. Not a bad idea. If you're a veteran, you definitely won't be needing these. As you can see, I have 2 just lying around, and I think I have 2 more Valentines they want. So I have like 4 of these just lying around. I'm not using. Don't need SSR. Don't need Warsals. You're probably going to be needing some emblem choice packs. You're probably going to be needing some tomes because you're finishing off the last couple characters. Awakened essences are always a strong bet because you can level up all the characters. You can get their hones up. You can get their talents up. You can do actually talents, you need shards, but you can get their hones up and all that stuff, which is very, very important. Me personally, I'm kind of liking the gift boxes because I really want to push my initiative in gifts. I still have a lot of characters that need to be finished off. And if you're like endgame, then you can just get some of these enhancement material packs. That's pretty much where you can spend all your event currency. Finish getting your characters to blue too. Work on initiative that way. Warsals. None of these Warsals are really that amazing. I know I've said it like 4 times this video, but you can probably pass on all these Warsals. And time tokens, well, if you've already got all your characters a 7-star, then you can skip time tokens. But as you can see, there are probably 2 or 3 characters I don't have at 7-star. I know I don't have her at 7-star. I don't have him at 7-star. So there are a few characters I'm still working on as far as event characters. So I'll probably be turning her shards into time tokens and working on other characters. Alright guys, that's going to wrap this one up. If you guys enjoyed this content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, same as usual. If you want to play Bleach Immortal Souls, the 7X version, check the description below. I usually do about 1,000 free polls every single event, 1,000, 1,200, 1,300, something like that, as a free-to-play polls every event. And it's a little more active, a little more aggressive as far as timing goes on it, so always a good time to join that game. Description below. If you want to join the Discord, description. Questions, comments, concerns, comments. Catch you on the next one. Peace. Peace.